Singapore is situated in Southeast Asia, just off the southern tip of Malaysia. One of the smallest and most densely populated countries in the world, Singapore is a breeze to explore. Nothing is more than an hour away from the central business district. Built at the crossroads of maritime trading routes, for well over a century, Singapore was the jewel in Britain's empire. When the city became a republic in 1965, few thought a country with so few resources and of vastly different ethnic groups could succeed. But succeed it has, on an unimaginable scale. Singapore today is one of the 4 Asian economic tigers, a futuristic bridge between East and West. Yet despite blossoming into one of the great global cities, Singapore is a nation that still cherishes its Asian traditions.
Hello Aluxers and welcome back. Singapore is a country that consistently ranks among the wealthiest in the world. But how exactly did this island nation accumulate its wealth, and how does it compare to other rich nations around the world? Well, we're going to answer these questions today, along with some related questions about Singapore's economy and why the rich are drawn to this country. But first, a little background. Quick facts. Let's take a few minutes to get acquainted with this amazing location before moving on. Officially, the Republic of Singapore is an independent island nation within the southern tip of Malaysia, but its landmass actually includes 62 offshore islands which surround the primary island. Modern Singapore was established by Sir Thomas Raffles in the 19th century for use as a seaport. With a major influx of immigrants, the city grew quickly. Singapore achieved its independence on August 9, 1965. Today, the nation covers just 280 square miles with a population of over 5.6 million people. Visitors come from all around the world to see the many picturesque tree-lined streets found in this nation, giving it the nickname the Garden City. It's also known as the City of Celebration due to the fact there's always something to do in Singapore. But it wasn't always such a thriving nation. Let's go back into its history. 13 billionaires from the list made their fortunes in real estate. More than half on the list are self-made billionaires, which is a testament to the opportunities found in the nation. Despite the high average of wealth and the strong GDP, the majority of people living in Singapore do not feel rich. This is a result of several factors, including the fact there's so much withdrawn from their salaries for retirement and the high cost of living. You won't find a car in Singapore for less than $76,000, for example, and even the government-subsidized apartments cost a minimum of $1 million. Healthcare costs are also extremely high and increase at a rate of about 15% per year. After the CPF contribution is subtracted, the average wage for a Singaporean is only about $33,000. This number does get a bit skewed because of the significant wage inequality in the country. So while there are plenty of rich people in the nation who are seeing their fortunes increase at a rapid rate, there is certainly another side of the coin with many struggling just to pay for basic necessities. So yes, Singapore is a very wealthy nation, but that wealth is not evenly distributed to a large portion of its population. Conclusion. Singapore is a small island nation that's come from the verge of bankruptcy to become a super-rich state. The man largely responsible for the wealth and success of Singapore was Lee Kuan Yew. Considered the founding father of Singapore, Yew transformed a fledgling nation into an economically rich world influence. However, when they were granted independence in 1965, there were few natural resources at the country's disposal. Yet Kuan helped transform the tiny nation on the brink of elimination into a renowned financial center. With the combination of their very free trade policies and extremely low tariffs, success was bound to materialize. Singapore flourished as a result of its background as a port of entry and its strong trading activities. Yew had the vision to transform his small island into a financial giant. To achieve this success, he led the island nation with an authoritarian grip. Yew left no room for the practice of financial corruption in any form, and his policies saw billions of dollars pouring into the country. Their major sectors today are the manufacturing of electronics and machinery, biomedical science, transport engineering, and tourism. They're also the host to the second busiest port in the world, with hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods exported yearly. Because their industries are so focused on technology, science, and machinery, they're well positioned to continue to enjoy a
Hold
strong
me close
economy
till
for
I
years
get
to
up.
come.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.